In continuing coverage, we've recently talked about North Dakota's updates to the adoption process.
KX News' Mary Gutenkoff tells us more about a meeting talking about possible changes to the state's adoption process.
The Department of Health and Human Services says in 2023, it took an average of 14 months to finalize adoptions for children whose parents had their parental rights terminated. This year, they're shooting for that number to be reduced to 2 months, a feat that they say is ambitious.
All of us, when we contemplated that, took a very deep breath, and I pretty much had a heart attack.
This ambitious goal is part of North Dakota's redesign process for the foster care and adoption system, which they presented to the Legislative Committee for Juvenile Justice.
We started our formal adoption redesign in August of 2023 with proposed changes to go live February 1st of 2024, which we did.
To meet that 2-month goal, they say they'll cut down on paperwork and increase early communication with relative providers or foster families.
Looking toward the future, this group has some ideas about how we can continue to document and engage families early and often in the process.
One of the things that will happen now is the adoption worker will be invited to a family and team meeting, which will speed up the process.
In order to meet that very ambitious goal, in essence, we need to start adoption work even before termination of parental rights. And that's new to us.
Health and Human Services Adoption Administrator Julie Hoffman says cutting down on paperwork will pick up the speed of the process to help the kids, the relatives, and the caseworkers involved.
The caseworker could be signing 15 release of information forms, or however many providers there were. We have made one form, so the case manager signs one time, and we've been able to get it HIPAA compliant. We've had a little pushback from some of our medical providers, but I think it's going to work. So we're happy about that, and so are case managers.
The state hopes this will help foster kids have a safe and permanent home in even less time. Reporting for KX News, I'm Mary Gutenkoff.
Hoffman says since the changes were put in place in February, they've already seen huge improvements to the adoption system.